Hey guys, you're currently getting injured with your current training program or you're struggling to meet your goals. Today what we're going to go over is on how to set realistic goals and goals that are achievable and how to get more out of your training. Alright, so the first thing we're going to talk about is goals that are unrealistic versus goals that are achievable. So I've put a few things on the board here. Goals that are unrealistic, we've got be as lean as possible, be as big as possible, and to get toned. And the reason that these are unrealistic is because there's no end point to any of these goals. There's no point which you're going to reach where you're going to be satisfied, and what this leads to is lack of motivation, and it can also lead to injury at times. So what we're going to look at now is how to set achievable goals. Ones that aren't like the unrealistic ones we saw before, like getting as lean as possible or getting as big as possible, but ones which you're going to actually feel good about yourself and you're going to achieve something from this. So the first step we've got to setting an achievable goal is picking what you really want to do. This isn't about anyone else, it isn't about what your friend's doing or what you're seeing on Instagram. It's something about you want to achieve. And you find that most goals that people set, when they do set it, thinking about this, these are going to be the most realistic and the easiest to achieve because it's something you're going to be driven to get done. Once you've figured out what you want to do, the next step we've got is to set some benchmarks. So what setting benchmarks is, it's making your goal that you've set measurable. So when you do achieve it, you can feel good about yourself and actually know that you've achieved your goal. So you're going to set a benchmark overall, and you're also going to work back from this benchmark from when you want to achieve it and set milestones along the way. So it may be little steps week by week that you've got to achieve this goal. The next step we've got is being accountable to what you've done so far. So what this involves is sticking to the plan that you've made, but also understanding that things don't always go to plan. So the other thing you need to do along the way is reassess and see how you're going. So whether things are taking a bit longer than you expected or things are going along a bit quicker, you just need to adjust so you do achieve your goals. And the last thing to do is to understand that these things do take time. So the last step is to be proud. Recognise all the hard work you put in along the way. If you haven't achieved your goals yet, go back to step 3 and reassess where you are. But if you have, celebrate and recognise that you've done all the hard work and you've really put in a big effort and you've achieved what you want to achieve. So if you are having trouble thinking of a few ideas to set goals around, I've got a few examples I've put up here. So the first one I've got is to complete a certain exercise. So things that people do look for. Maybe you find that you've never been able to achieve a pull-up before, so a pull-up could be a good one, maybe a muscle-up, or like mine, doing the ab wheel from your toes, that's my current goal that I have, or it might be a certain event. So some people look to participate in a triathlon, finish one of them, or maybe a fun run, maybe a 10-kilometre fun run or something like that, or it could be something like playing senior football at your local club. And the second category I put here is lift a certain amount of weight. So common things that people do look at this for in terms of exercise wise, could be a squat, could be a deadlift, could be a bench press, or it could be an exercise that you do really enjoy and you do want to get better at. So those are the two examples I've got here. If you do need a hand with this, feel free to get into contact with me. My information is up on Instagram and it also will be in the comments on this YouTube video. Thanks for listening.